been covering 1348X Voto quite a bit on the channel because the developers have been throwing hissy fits on social media. They've been silencing people. They released this demo, which highlights the fact that this is not a game anybody should spend money on. But over the past 24 hours, a lot of their past posts have been brought up, and man, oh man, does it make them look even worse than they already did. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, we know these people feel very high and mighty because the Access media was praising them, and activists in the industry were praising them and saying this game is so stunning and brave because it features a LGBTQ plus cast. But some of their past posts have been brought up, screenshotted, shared around, and I thought we would talk about them because as we're getting closer to release, there are some people who are saying, maybe I would buy this for $10 just to meme on it, but I don't even know if they deserve that. So yes, the demo came out a few days ago. It is god-awful. It is abysmal. It is horrendous. It is one of the worst demos I've played in a very long time. And knowing that they are going on their Steam forums and they are locking down threads, they are banning people, they are just trying to silence gamers, hearing this doesn't surprise me. So, of course, this all stems from their initial post about meeting Bianca and the quest begins that happened back on January 22nd. They had then followed up with the put this game on your modern agenda post, and people were commenting things like, why do devs keep making intentionally unattractive female characters? And they said, why do you expect a woman to necessarily be attractive? So it's very women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you, Frosk level rant, which is so freaking pathetic. But because we're talking about fiction, okay, nobody expects a 500-pound tub of lard to be flying around as Superman. So why is it so ridiculous that we expect men to be knights? Or even in this case, how are we supposed to expect a woman that looks like she's 120 pounds to be swinging around a sword and being able to keep up with the men that she is fighting? You guys constantly bitch and moan and groan about realism, realism, realism. What about that argument now? I personally don't care about realism, but I do care when you have talked about things like historical accuracy and your actresses are going into interviews and into these behind the scenes videos talking about, ooh, historically accurate. And at the end of the day, we're talking about entertainment. People are supposed to be amused and they're supposed to be enjoying their time. I don't want to look at ugly. I want to look at beauty. And it's fine if not every single character in a piece of entertainment is a 10 out of 10 bombshell. But man, oh man, this is funny because they answer a question with a question and they're getting dunked on. Why not answer my question first? If I called your protagonist pretty, would you be offended? He asked first, you answer. Why would you intentionally make a fictional woman ugly? That's a much better question. In fiction, we can create whatever we want. Why create ugliness? Is that what inside of you? Then we have somebody saying, can she be more ugly, please? And they responded with, we will soon run a poll to ask people how they like women to be visually represented in RPG games. And this does harken back to A Knight's Path, and even with Lords of the Fallen, developers actually asking their players what they want, but they're memeing on it like that's such a ridiculous concept. Like it's a concept they can't even fucking compute. Yeah, maybe if you did put up a poll and asked what people want and you followed the results of those polls, you would actually make more money. Here we have another. Somebody said retarded gay garbage and they responded with lots of hearts. Yeah, they are coping over the fact that they are facing so much backlash. If it's not Joan of Arc, I'm playing Knight's Path. So long, buddy. You don't fucking understand. You have like 10 people that are a part of the modern audience that are going to buy your fucking slop, okay? You shouldn't be pushing people away. You're a company who is trying to make money. No money, no job. No job, fries bag. It's not that hard to fucking compute. So you're saying, haha, so long, suckers. You do realize that is you leaving the industry, right? Like, haha, so long. These people are so fucking stupid. It is ridiculous that they make posts like this and think that, ooh, they're gonna win or they're on the right side of history. Clearly, that's not going to happen. You're not going to win unless, I don't know, getting 200 people in your game is seen as an epic chud own, which, hey, I guess if that's all you expected, well, first of all, your expectations were kind of low, but the game only has 10,000 followers. It doesn't have pre-orders up, so that means that they haven't made any money from it. But when you see 10,000 followers, you might think to yourself, oh, maybe that's actually like a decent amount, or like maybe you think that sounds high. But looking at Tales of the Shire, which again peaked at 6,723, which is already abysmal for a Lord of the Rings game, that had 43,000 followers. Okay, there's no shot that this game, Ex Voto, is going to get tens of thousands of players in game. It's just not going to happen. And even after getting millions and millions of interactions between likes and reposts and comments on X and having multiple articles written about your game, the best you could muster was 167 in the demo. And the demo is free. Anybody in the world could go and download it right now. And this is the number that showed up. These modern audience members, and hey, I guess I'm part of the modern audience now. We actually found a member because I play all these games, I talk about them. I'm part of the few people that actually played this, so maybe these developers should be listening to me as I represent the modern audience now. And for anybody here who watched, you represent the modern audience. Now, doesn't that make you feel good? But yeah, I mean, this is just really pathetic all around. Like every single day, I see something new with Ex Voto, and it just infuriates me more and more. In the case of 1348 Ex Voto on Steam, it has especially made me mad because they are locking down dozens and dozens, at this point hundreds of threads. They're banning hundreds of people and they're silencing any discussion, but that isn't going to gain you any sort of level of like respect. People are not going to take you seriously in the future, and really you guys just look absolutely horrendous. Like, you want to make money off of us, but you can't show us a sliver of respect, but yet you expect respect and money back. That's just not going to happen. So yeah, Ex Voto isn't that far away in the grand scheme of things. Am I shocked to see that they're facing so much backlash? No, but what I do think is interesting is all of their posts that are now resurfacing that I didn't even really know about because I wasn't following the game super closely when this was happening, because I was more focused on actually talking about Knight's Path and giving the recognition to good developers. And again, go follow them on social media. Great team. Interviewed the lead before. Fantastic. They just unveiled one of their male characters, which looks very good. In my womanly opinion, he looks like a badass guy. But yeah, this is just not the way to market your game. This is not the way to go. And it's going to be very funny when this releases in 2 weeks and it's only got a couple people in game. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.